Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. Everybody wants kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning.
Kristen, why didn't you join
The
in,
future
dude?
was a little bit frightening. Little bit frightening. We're gonna talk about. Oh, hold on. From
Wait,
real talk.
never turned into Jack Black there for a little bit.
Jack Black.
Real Talk Podcast, guys.
The Real Talk Podcast.
Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that intro. And it was Nevis' idea. He actually did a good intro this time. So are you gonna do the intro spiel?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, if this is your first time watching our channel, hopefully you like the video. If you do like the video, give us a like, maybe subscribe. Check out our Instagram and our TikTok to see some shorter, funnier clips. I'm definitely going to be throwing this on both.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you want to support the channel so that we can have more fun like this, check out our Patreon and Twitter is where Nevis usually puts up some updates. Hang on, we're getting a little too serious.
We're a little too serious.
Oh,
Not the Wushi Finger Hold. no, not the Wushi Finger Hold. Oh, you know this movie. Josh, one of my favorite lines in general is, I see you like to chew. Maybe you should chew on my fist. And he slams it. That was one of the funniest things I've ever watched when I was 8 years
Kung Fu
old.
Panda.
I was in tears. Go for it.
the Kung Fu Panda trilogy is probably unironically the best trilogy ever.
I have my thoughts on each installment, but what I can say is there is no like bad one.
No.
All of them have their own strengths.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's better than the Godfather trilogy. It's better than the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't care what the haters say.
Hear what the haters say. Kung
no.
Fu Panda and Jack Black
Dude,
is the
Jack
best.
Black you know what I noticed?
What?
In every single episode, I will be like, so-and-so in this role is the best casting ever. Jack Black as Po
Po.
the Panda
Po, yeah.
is the best casting ever.
This was a good cast. I remember
Yeah.
looking
Except
at.
for, what's his name as the monkey.
Oh, you don't like Jackie Chan as Monkey?
It's not that. Why'd they spend all that money on Jackie Chan for the monkey to give him like 2 lines?
That's fair. No, that's fair. They did not utilize Jackie Chan as much as I wish they did.
Yeah.
But I remember.
I mean, there was also Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah. What was he again?
I think he was Mantis.
I was a Mantis.
Well, no, I'm joking. Mantis was actually really funny.
Mantis was funny. No, the cast is
favorite-
good.
My favorite line from the first movie with Mantis was when they were fighting. His name was Tai Lung, right?
Tai Lung, yeah.
And they were fighting him on that bridge. And so, like, I think the crane and the snake.
Yeah,
and
they were holding on.
They
to
were
the
holding
rope.
it, and then he's like, "You guys go, I got this." And then they let go. He's like,
I love that. I think he was also the reason where it's just like, I heard a warrior as strong as this and stuff like that. And they think it was, and then what was it, Cricket? He's like, Po? It's like, so that is his name, Po. Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. We're going to be quoting 90% of this film.
Hope you
I
guys
think.
enjoy this
Hope you
episode.
enjoy it. I think the first time I saw anything related to Kung Fu Panda was 2008, I think. They released a teaser.
Yeah, when it came out.
Shut up.
No, wow. You saw the first thing you saw in the movie was when it came out. Damn! That was your head of the curve.
I'm just ahead of the curve. So yeah, I saw a trailer for it, and it was like the DreamWorks logo is like, this is one movie you don't want to miss. And the only clip that they show, because it's a teaser, is just Po eating cookies for like a minute. He's like, and then he slowly turns and he sees Shifu, and he's like, don't tell monkey, and that's it. And I was like, sold. I was like, dude, I just saw a panda eat cookies for a minute, and then he just says one line, and that's it.
Damn. I actually didn't want to watch Kung Fu Panda. I didn't think it looked good.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
watch it, and then I saw it on cable, and I was like, this movie's freaking hilarious.
It's funny, it's emotional, it's epic. It's like
Especially the later ones are really emotional.
I will talk about Kung Fu Panda too, because that one is like
That's my favorite.
yeah, it is my favorite too.
Yeah.
It's like the golden egg. It's like it hatched, and it was
The
beautiful.
Lord descended to give us, what's his name gave us fire,
He gave us
but the Lord gave us Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
The Lord, Jack Black.
Jack Black. Kung Fu Panda. Talking about that, the first installment, it's like there's a lot going on with it, but I think what I like about the movie the most is its message. Because it is a
Oh, yeah.
powerful message. There is no secret ingredient. It's just you.
You had me here like, what the hell was the message? What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I completely forgot what it was.
Yeah. And I love that too because it's just like they treat this like scripture or whatever that thing as like the greatest thing ever. It's like the MacGuffin, and you're thinking, oh, is this like one of those like he's the chosen one, he's the MacGuffin, like Matrix or Star Wars and stuff. I'm like, oh, are they gonna do? And instead, he's like, it's blank.
And then she was like, "What? Let me see."
He's like, no. The joke is like, no, I am forbidden to see. And then he just
I
takes it.
I know. But yeah, no. God, there's so much to say about this.
It has so many powerful moments in it while also being comedic, which is like very rare to do.
It's probably. I'm flabbergasted by what to say. Like, I don't know what to.
Like
where to
DreamWorks
go
at the
with this.
time was doing the Shrek movies. I think Shrek 3 came out right before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're in a downward spiral when
we
it came
don't
to.
talk about Shrek 3. No. We don't talk about Bruno. It was a wedding day.
Josh, can I tell you something?
What's up?
This will be a little bit off track. I've never watched Encanto, and that is the first time I've heard that Bruno song. I swear to God. And you just sang it to me. I'm not even kidding.
What the hell? Viewers, tear him a new one.
Yeah, tell me
you
a
didn't
new
watch
one.
Encanto?
Nope.
Dude.
Is it Encanto or Encanto?
Encanto.
Oh my God.
You fucking goatee Portuguese jackass. Some culture.
What? How does the song go?
It's just, we don't talk about Bruno, no.
Really?
Josh was listening to that while he was driving here with his pickup truck.
Right.
Shut up. You know what's actually funny?
Is that the song that people have been playing for
That's
like
100% in
months?
his playlist.
No. But it should be, honestly. That and this is the family madrigal.
Okay, back to Kung Fu Panda. I was just like, wow, that's the
And
song.
just to clarify, Christian, I wasn't listening to that in the car. I was listening to Bollywood music.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't know why.
Nah, you can listen to it.
I know, but I was just like, I felt. Anyways, Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. I would say that there's a lot of great moments in it. There are no accidents. Or it's like, remember he said that when Poe became the chosen one?
Yeah.
Just a thing.
The Dragon Warrior.
Guess what number on the list of Apple Music's top 100 songs in Canada
Is it
that
the
song
Bruno
is on?
2.
Guess,
You know what's
guess,
funny?
Guess.
Is the Bruno song.
2.
You're close.
Wait, what? Two?
What? Where do you think it stands?
Oh, where do I think
One
it's
to 100.
1.
3.
What's number 1 and number 2?
The Cold Heart, Elton John, and Dua Lipa, and Heat Waves.
And what?
The TikTok song,
Yeah.
I think.
How's that
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm the heat wave.
Never heard that.
Yeah, that's what TikTok people
It's
are
funny because I
listening
manage our TikTok, but I don't actually know any of this stuff.
to. Hey, don't say anything to them. Just say that you're an expert at TikTok and that you post daily on Real Talk Podcast, right, Josh?
Yes, daily.
Oh, fuck you guys!
Not even weekly. Daily.
Daily. Actually, every hour. You're gonna post it while you're in the podcast.
You know what?
Let's
go fornicate yourselves.
Oh, for
I should actually put an Instagram live while we're
Hey, at
filming.
least we got the Instagram post going good.
yeah.
Man, you guys need to back off.
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry.
Back off.
I'm sorry.
That coffee was too much for you, dude. Put
right,
that
back
mic
to
down.
Put that mic down. Put that mic down.
Back to Kung Fu Panda.
Back
Oh.
to Kung Fu Panda. Let's transition to Kung Fu Panda 2, which in my opinion is one of the best films.
What kind of segue was that?
That's my segue.
Yeah, no, Kung Fu Panda 2. I actually saw that one in theaters.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't see the third one in theaters, even though I wanted to. I don't know why I never. it
I
took so
saw
long for me to see
the
it.
third one in theaters.
I
but-
didn't see the first and the third, but I saw the second. My older brother took me, and he actually took me to see it before I watched the first one in its entirety, because I was watching it on cable. And, you know, sometimes you go to the bathroom, sometimes your mom calls you because dinner's ready.
Yeah.
And you go back onto YTV, and then it's
You
on.
missed it.
No, well, then it's like, oh, well, last time I saw, he wasn't the chosen one. Now he's fighting a big bear. You know,
Oh yeah.
it was a snow leopard.
Yeah. But like with Kung Fu Panda 2, if you told me before watching the movie that you were gonna get really emotional, this is an epic, I'm like, bro, it's called Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yep.
Like, really take in like the titles of these movies.
Kung Fu Panda.
Like that doesn't sound like the most epic movie. It sounds like a doop-de-doo, it's a panda, and he learns kung fu. It's like, no, this is serious. They take it serious,
Yeah.
and they joke when they need to joke.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is what I respect the most out of it. It doesn't treat the audience like babies. It actually takes on like mature subject
I actually
matter
was
at
feeling
times.
pretty uncomfortable during that movie. It was pretty dark, like the whole like panda genocide and everything.
Dude, man.
It was deep.
Oh,
I just remember that the funniest part was when he's like, "He's not my father." Oh no, he isn't. You know, when he.
Yeah.
I can't quote them as accurately.
No,
as
I know,
Nevis.
but like I love that too because his father, was is he a duck? Pose.
Yeah, I think a goose.
Yeah,
I think.
Goose, yeah. But yeah, that joke works. But you know what they do? And I'm like, I've never seen an animated film do this where they take that comedic approach, but then they take it like emotional at the end where it's just like, oh, you came back and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's like, I got to tell you something. I learned something very important. And it's like,
Yeah.
what was that? It's like, that you're my dad. And then he hugs him. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me? And the concept is, was that loud?
No, it's fine.
But the concept, it's like, it goes for comedic, and then at the end, you realize that, yeah, like, of course, not actually the father
I
and
know,
son,
but-
but it's the emotion, it's
Yeah.
the part, it's the fact that he took care of him when he was a
very-
little panda.
Reminiscent of like that scene from How I Met Your Mother, where Barney's like, "I don't need to meet my dad because I already have an amazing dad, and it's my mom."
There you go.
You know, it's it's pretty deep.
Hits you in the heart.
Hits me right where I live.
Kung Fu Panda hit me in the heart a few times, which I did not expect.
The fuck were you looking at?
What?
The hell were you looking at? I know the camera's not there.
Oh, I was looking at movies.
Oh,
That's my
it
inspiration.
looked like you were looking at.
My
at the
inspiration for the Real Talk podcast, I just looked at my collection of movies, and I'm like, so we're going to talk about movies.
camera. Yeah. Do you want to talk about movies?
You want to talk about? I
Christian,
do.
do you want to talk about movies? He's
He's not going to answer because I'm not falling for this one. I'm not going to
Oh.
go for this joke. Boo. But another scene that was really emotional in Kung Fu Panda 2 was when he was like contemplating, like focusing on that pedal on the rain or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like that's cool. And then they flash back to the moment, and it's like in 2D, and then they go to the 3D animated.
I
part, which
love
is
when
mo-
Kung Fu Panda does that. The use of the 2D to 2D to
Yeah.
3D. Shut up.
Well, it is today.
Can you guys like back off?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to do this anymore. You guys can bully me.
just say unique New York. That I love when it integrates 2D and 3D animation though. It's really
Integrates. This guy's
nice.
using big words.
What?
Integrates is a fancy word. It's part of like my fancy word list. Like my fancy word list, like words like integrate, consolidate. You know those cool words that I try to use on the phone.
Okay,
when I'm
good
at
for
work.
you. You read a thesaurus.
I know, right? Synonymous. You know,
Synonymous,
I'd be like,
yes.
oh yeah, this is synonymous with this. I read a thesaurus once.
Yeah. Well, contextually speaking.
Yes.
Ooh,
However,
indubitably,
indeed.
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 It
So
kinda sounds-
I think that Kung Fu Panda 2 is an amazing film. However, I think it's indubitably that I'm joking.
It's okay.
No, I
like
think Gary Oldman as a what was he with Peacock?
I think so. He was a peacock that threw like knives at
He was
people.
badass. He was the best.
That was awesome.
I'd say he. What was his name? Lord Shen.
Lord Chen, yeah.
Lord Shen probably had the most impact on Poe.
Yeah.
As like in the movie,
yeah.
like out of all the villains, Lord Shen was probably the best villain. But I think for Poe, but I think like the best villain was Tai Lung. Personally, I love Tai
Thailand
Lung.
was good.
Because I think
know
it's
what?
like he has such a tragic story too.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like how a lot of people say like Batman, Joker, oh they're two sides of the same coin. I feel like Tai Lung and Poe are two sides of
Yeah.
of the same coin.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say though, with Kung Fu Panda, although it was funny, they definitely made Tai Lung to be kind of the butt of the joke at the end when he's fighting Poe.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
mean, it
mean,
was
like,
even in the
because I'm
theater,
thinking about this.
trailer.
Even when I was a kid, I was just like, I felt bad for Tai Lung because he was a little kid, and then he just didn't understand and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then Panda was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit on your face.
Don't tempt me.
Ooh, don't tempt
What are
me."
you gonna do? Sit on me? Don't tempt me.
And then when he picks it, it's like, "Look, I got this. You want it? Come get it." And it's like, boom. And he just
know.
punches it. And I'm like, I was like in tears when I saw that.
I loved it because they like sometimes from a climactic battle you want to have it like very emotional too.
Yeah.
They managed.
I know,
They
yeah.
managed
Yeah.
to get it both ways because the battle with Tai Lung and Shifu
Yeah,
was
Shifu.
so emotional,
That
and then
was
the battle
great.
with Poe was a lot more comedic. But
It's
like,
it's a good contrast because if the Poe battle was also serious, then the
It doesn't
Shifu
really
battle
fit
wouldn't be
Poe's
as
character.
effective. Oh yes, also that too.
it wouldn't fit his character for that film at least. I feel like
Yes.
the Lord Shen one was a lot more serious,
Yeah.
and it worked. But yeah, Shifu like
That
when-
reminded me of something.
what's up?
Each film, the villains represent a backstory within a character. Because Kung Fu Panda had Shifu's backstory and
Yeah.
how it affected him. Kung Fu Panda 2 was Poe's, and then I think the third one was,
Was his dad?
Oogway's.
Oh, Oogway.
Yeah, because was it Oogway? I think it was Oogway that
Learning
got
the
affected.
chi from what's the pandas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can you
god!
tell
What was
that's
the
the one I've seen the
what was the
least?
villain of Kung Fu Panda 3's name? Because he was played by J.K. Simmons. I remember that, but he was like a warrior ghost that was fighting Oogway.
Yeah.
And I think he was like a long-time villain of Oogway's. So that's why it's like each character has a significant connection.
His name was Kai.
Kai, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing about the third one that I was a little bit like, about was the Panda Village. They went the comedic route, which I'm going to be honest, I did not want. Because when you see Kung Fu Panda 2, and they
Yeah.
hug it out, Poe and his father and stuff. What was the goose's name? It was just dad,
Yeah.
probably. But anyways, they're like, okay, the film ends perfect. But no, it's like, no. We're going up in the clouds and we're seeing all the scenery.
Yeah.
And then we see this panda village, and then the last line you hear is "My son is alive."
I remember that gave me chills in the theater.
I was like,
Because I was I was a kid, so I was like, I didn't know that. I feel like if you watched it as an adult, you could have been like, I feel like the pandas are going to come back. But like as a kid, I was like, oh my God.
and Hans Zimmer's score when that is happening, it is
Yeah.
one of the best. Like, you know how they do post-credit scenes all the time because Marvel's, every movie needs to have a post-credit
Everybody's
scene.
trying to be like Marvel.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 2 came out when Marvel was still starting off.
I think it came out right at the end of the first phase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So seeing that in an animated, and it's like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how
Because
you.
there's actually a reason for it.
That's how you hook the audience, and the audience is gonna hold on to you until you make the next one.
By the way, these socks
I love them.
are out of this world.
They're out of this world. Spaceship. Boom. Yeah, you can't drop this.
Yeah,
Just
because I remember what happened last time it dropped.
Boom.
Last time it dropped, I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
My entire left leg stopped working. But
Yeah.
I haven't I have this uncle, right?
Yeah.
My uncle Lyndon, my mom's brother. Every time he comes to Canada, they live in Trinidad. Every time he comes to Canada, like we always watch the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know why he just loves these movies so much. Him and my cousins, they just love the Kung Fu Panda movies, and I love them too. But I'm like,
yeah.
it's like a yearly thing with them, or whenever they come by, we just watch Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
It's great.
I remember watching them a lot, especially the second one, because that one really hit me in the heart.
I watched the first one more often, just because it was on cable.
The first one, I would say, is more funnier than the second one.
I agree.
I think, yeah, in terms of humor, like the first one, there's so many moments in that film where I can watch it now and I'll be in tears because
Yeah.
I just remember specific elements. Like, dude, that beginning, that first shot of like Poe's little dream as being the dragon warrior and stuff like
Yeah.
that, it's so amazing. Especially the part where he's like in the air and he's just kicking villains right like super fast, and then like he goes.
Oh, speaking of Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
Legends of Awesomeness, the TV show. That
Okay.
show is so good.
I only saw a few episodes of it, but from what I could gather, it was a pretty solid show.
It was freaking hilarious. I
Yeah.
loved it. But then they also came out with a spin-off show about the baby pandas too. I don't think it was that good.
That's definitely for a younger
Babies.
demographic, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't want to be in that group of people where it's just like, no, Kung Fu Panda is only for my audience.
That's true. I forgot that this movie's for kids.
Yeah. You want to know why? Is because it came out like over 10 years ago. And our mentality is just like, no, it has to be mature because we grew up with it. And then DreamWorks is like,
At the end of the day, it's about a talking fat panda that
Yeah.
learns kung fu and is apparently the best fighter in the world.
Yeah.
So it's a silly movie in concept, but it really does a great job of communicating
Yeah.
deep concepts and more mature messages to the mature members of the audience,
Yeah.
while also being a funny movie for kids.
yeah. And that's
know?
what you can say. That's why I don't want to be in that demographic. If the films are going to go into the more family route, then hey, I don't blame them. I feel like that's a much easier route to take rather than, it has to be dark. And it's DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Blend them both,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anything. But I agree.
Kung Fu Panda's so good, dude.
It's so good. Jack
so-
Black is hilarious, man.
Yeah. Speaking of the cast, yeah, Jack Black.
Let's
is just,
list them. Let's list them, man.
I can't.
If
listen.
Jack Black wasn't,
Poe?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. If he was.
I think it would be totally different.
It's Jack Black's up there with like Mike Myers as Shrek.
Well, that's what it reminded me of, where it's just like I wonder who they were auditioning for as
Like,
well.
who do you think right now could replace him,
or
if
like
come close,
or like if Kung Fu Panda came out today, you mean?
Yeah.
and they were casting someone. Oh,
Jack Black could still do it.
Yeah, Jack
No,
Black.
but
could
I
still
think
do it.
other than Jack Black, who might be good?
Oh, jeez, it's tough, man. I remember with Shrek when that came out. The original casting for that was going to be Chris Farley.
I know.
And
I feel like
it was a different tone entirely because if you listen to the recordings that Chris did compared to Mike Myers, it's different in tone. So I feel like if they did try to cast someone else,
I feel like Jim Carrey would have been all right.
Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Never putting on his.
Well,
thinking
like think of
hats.
it. It's not like really like an actor. It's more like a voice actor who has
Yeah,
like
so
a
you need to
very
think about
like.
a voice that fits the character.
I know.
But don't forget, like Jack Black was acting his ass off because the
was.
man was.
Oh yeah, when you voice act, you do like.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
Jack Black
just-
turned it up to 11. Like this guy was doing like the fights in the booth and everything. This
in the
guy was
booth,
going
yeah.
like apparently I think I saw an interview where it's like Jack Black would come out sweaty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of people when they voice act, they like try their best to become
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
character,
It's like
right?
That's how I was when we'd have to do voiceovers for Tough.
Oh yeah.
We were in the media room and you'd be like, "All right, Josh, read the script." And I'd be like,
That was our first time doing ADR.
"Yeah."
Good times. Good
First and last time I've ever done ADR, I think. I'm pretty sure. Like in everything I've made throughout
Well,
like,
hey, if you do.
school,
ADR 's so
post-secondary
much
and all that.
fun.
ADR is
Oh.
actually pretty
Hey
fun.
man,
Yeah,
better
yeah,
luck
yeah.
next time, my son. You know.
We're gonna
Don't worry.
reference that till the day we die.
Reference
Oh
it.
my
No
god. Oh,
Run your shit, broski.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Kung Fu Panda 3. Where would you rank that? The third one?
Like, what do you mean in terms of like 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah, yeah. Let's rank the Kung Fu Panda films. I
Okay,
think.
I'll go first.
Okay, go for
All
it.
right, and I feel like mine's gonna be just like yours.
Yeah.
2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's only 3 movies.
That I know, but like most people.
If you took data management like me,
Oh my
I did,
gosh.
I did data
Oh
management
my
in high school,
gosh. I
and
am
also
literally gonna walk
got
out.
a 63 in
Do you think a fourth one should come out or will it ruin it?
No.
I think that a fourth one will be able to, and I don't think it will ruin it from the director because I forgot her name, but she directed 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And from what I read in the interview, she was like, "Oh yeah, we were thinking of doing like a 6-chapter series, but the reason why we haven't made the fourth one yet is because DreamWorks has this weird mandate where they can only release like 2 of their films every year,
Yeah.
which is really weird. So instead of Kung Fu Panda 4, we get Boss Baby 2, and it's
They
just
made a
like
bad choice. You chose poorly.
you chose straight up, and they're like, she
When
wanted
was the
to.
last one even released?
The last one was the third
2017,
one,
I think.
16 or 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
about
That I thought it was like more in like 2015, 2014 area.
No, yeah, it was a big
Oh,
gap
it's pretty
between 2 and
recent, though.
3 because I remember
Not
I was
far
waiting
away.
for the third Kung Fu Panda for so long because the second one came out in 2010.
Yeah.
So that's 6 years, and I'm like, I gotta watch the third one. The third one, and then I watched it. and I was like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It just
It was definitely. I feel like it was a step down.
it hit the humor route, and it didn't hit it as well as the first movie did. I think.
You okay, dude?
Yeah, he's just adjusting.
Christian was literally.
Once you wear like headphones for a long time, like your ear gets like.
I know.
You know, Josh
no.
would be like, "Oh, okay, oh shit."
No, because Christian didn't take it off. Like Christian was like, he went like. Ugh. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Anyways,
You gotta tighten up the.
no, there
No.
have been times that I would put on my headphones to study, and then I forget to put on the music, so I'd just be sitting there with my headphones on for hours, take my headphones off
yeah.
because my ears were hurting, and I'd be like, I didn't hit play.
That's a oof moment.
That's an oof moment. That
Right
You
there.
tell why I'm struggling through university.
Yeah.
But
With the third one though, like there was moments where I was like, man, they could have like amped it up much more than what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Poe and his father's relationship could have worked a little bit better, which at times it did because I remember the moment when they were like flashbacking to when he was a baby and stuff like that. What's up?
nothing.
Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, they were flashbacking, and those parts are emotional because like
Yeah.
his father's reminiscing as well. I'm like, I can connect with that. But then like Poe's love interest or that panda,
her name?
not the
Like
love interest, but the panda who was like really into Poe.
Kai Kai or something?
Yeah. I'm like, we don't need
I
that.
also think it was a stupid decision to name the love interest Kai Kai and name the villain Kai.
Oh my God, you're right.
I was like, what are you doing?
Because there's moments in the third one where I was like, I like that they built a relationship up with other characters like Tigress and Poe. I feel like that one really matured over the films.
Yeah.
Because in the first one, she just wanted to beat the shit out of him. And
I
then,
think everybody wanted to beat up Poe.
but it was funny.
Yeah.
The part where he's like, what was it, the snake or whatever? He's like, are you ready? He's like, I was born ready. And then he's like, pew, pew. And then he just falls down. She's like, I'm sorry, I thought you said you were ready. He's like, that was awesome. Let's go again. Ugh,
I remember like
love those
so
moments.
I was like watching this video about Kung Fu Panda just the other day because I watch a lot of film stuff on YouTube, and they were playing a clip because they were talking about like how Jack Black as Poe, like Poe is Jack Black and Jack Black is Poe, and they played a clip where in Kung Fu Panda 2 where Tigress punches where Poe punches Tigress's hand, right?
Yeah.
Because of how she's like, oh, I trained punching the iron trees, and then he punches her hand, and he's like,
Yeah.
and I saw that, and I was like, holy shit, like that is some fantastic voice acting.
Yeah.
Like the way, like I don't know what it is, I don't know what Jack Black has, but he has it.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong?
The one scene, okay, I know I quote so much about the Kung Fu Panda films, but this is the one where I was literally on the ground when the scene happened.
Oh,
Because it caught me off guard so much.
Oh, Joey.
So this is the part where, you know, where they're at in one of the rooms and Poe's getting like the needles and stuff like that on his back and stuff. So he's like getting the needles. It's like, oh, okay, from Mantis. And then Tigress is like, I'll tell you my story of how I met Shifu and stuff like that. And it's like this brutal story, and it's just like, you know, she never respected me as much as like Tai Lung and stuff.
She was telling him the Tai Lung story.
The Tai Lung, yeah. And it's like, yeah. And now he has to deal with you, a big fat panda who treats it like a joke. And then he's like, doi. And I was so caught off guard when he made that face in the scene. I was on the ground. I was like, dude, because like you went from a dramatic, emotional part within her character's life, to just like Poe making that stupid face and then just falling on the ground. And I'm like, I love that.
That was my least favorite joke.
I'm sorry.
I thought I saw that
Are
coming.
you serious?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw it coming. I thought it was just you made it funny for no reason. I was like, I can tell they're gonna try to break the tension with something stupid, and then he went. And I was
Keep
like,
in mind, I saw it when I was 8, and I did not
I
expect
saw
it
it when I was
8.
10.
You big chungus.
Hey,
let me laugh.
I may
at-
be a big chungus, but I'm the big chungus.
I'm the big chungus. And then you do your whooshy finger at
Yeah.
me, and it's like skadoosh, and then I just disappear.
What was it? There was an episode where I said skadoosh, and it killed you. What was that? What was that joke?
I don't know. But when you say skadoosh, it's funny. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Oh, the whooshy finger
They
hold.
can't see,
man.
but Christian's like all falling off his. What is he sitting on anyways?
He's sitting on a beanbag.
yeah, he's almost falling off his beanbag.
The way they introduce the whooshy finger, though. It's like, not the whooshy finger. No, not the whooshy finger. Goes, oh, you know this one. It's like, yes, this is the pinky thing. I'm like, skadoosh. It makes a weird sound effect. It's like, because I don't know why, but like in the first movie they made like that weird sound. It was like, because I don't know, it was Poe's finger. I'm sorry, Christian. We
Oh,
just
yeah.
quoted.
Kung Fu Panda for half an hour.
Oh my god.
What?
I think we were both in tears at some points in this episode because
This
of
is a
how
good episode. Viewers, this is
The first 5 minutes was like.
Christian, you were dying on the
Oh,
ground.
that was
man.
like
Oh my
that
god.
was like.
I love this.
So Nevis loves this. I love this. Christian loves this. If you loved this, if you enjoyed this video,
Kung Fu Panda.
don't forget to hit the like button down below, or we will use the whooshy finger.
We will use the whooshy
Maybe
finger.
even subscribe. Check out our Instagram and
You better
TikTok to
skadoosh
see-
that like button,
to see
guys.
skadoosh on Twitter to see updates. Patreon if you want to support the channel because we're not usually this happy because student loans. Student loans
remind
are
me.
not good. Now he's graduating soon. Poor thing.
I know, right?
Better get that. You better enjoy that 6-month grace period.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just took this way too dark.
You went bring back skadoosh. I don't want to be sad.
So with all that being said, we hope to see you guys in the next episode. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh, y'all.